So I went to an international dating website, not to find a boyfriend, not to find a husband. I just went there to find someone to practice my English with. Someone more like a pen pal friend.
And I have still no idea what PayPal friend is. I went on the website to find a wife. Not an adventurer, not a friend, not a pal. I was looking for a wife. I was looking for commitment.
Okay. But then, after about 2 weeks of talking, Mack came up with the marriage preparation book.
Oh yeah, this was a good one.
It was crazy.
I am Mack and this is Alison, and we are now married 10 years together. And this is one of the stories about which our friends keep asking us. And when we are in social situations and people ask us about how we met, how did we end up being together, and how did we end up being in England, this story always comes across and always draws quite a couple of people around to us, right? So we thought we're gonna share this story with you as well. I am Polish.
I'm Colombian.
And we live in England. As I said, 10 years married now, and we've got little one. And we are building our life abroad, outside of Colombia, outside of Poland, in England. Here we are. I have been in a relationship before, which didn't work out. And I knew what I was looking for. I was looking for wife. I was looking for something stronger, not just going on dates. And I knew in fact that I'm not good at that part because I read this book once, The 5 Love Languages. And I discovered that touch is rather important love language for me. And so I knew that if I go on a date, if I hold hand, if I stare in one's eyes, I'm gonna fall in love. So I knew that actually dating online will help me because I will be able to build relationship based on the person rather than emotions that are not real emotions, rather than on moment of feeling in a body. So I went on a dating website after I did my little research. And this is where usually people like to hear a little bit more, because I went through all of my friends on Facebook, all of them, and I added them to Excel spreadsheet, and I considered all the different aspects, culture, history, how well I was getting along with them. And I noticed that friends from South America, somehow there was some sort of connection in there. So I went on a dating website and I said, I'm gonna find someone in South America.
As people do.
As people do. I had so many categories in my spreadsheet. You wouldn't believe it. You never seen that spreadsheet. I don't know if I've seen this spreadsheet in a long time.
I haven't seen that spreadsheet.
I need to try to find it.
Now I'm curious.
But above all, what I was looking for was someone who we would be able to connect on deeper level. I know culturally how I grew up in Poland, in a Catholic country, which had impact on how Polish culture functions. I know that someone who would have similar impact, but also share my evangelical faith. I think it's quite hard it was hard to find it at the time in Eastern Europe. It was hard to find connections on deeper cultural level with Western Europe, but here suddenly I suspected it would work out, and I think it did.
Okay, my side of the story was very different. It wasn't as methodical as Mack. It was more a thought of the day. I didn't go to the dating website, to the international dating website to find a husband, neither a boyfriend. I went there just to find someone to practice my English with, and more like someone to chat, to share stories, to have interesting conversation. At the same time, I was not into a long distance relationship. I think that a long distance relationship requires loads of management. Me being in Colombia, Mack being in the UK, you cannot just drift apart. And at the same time, I just didn't want to put my emotions up there and then not going anywhere. For a long distance relationship, you need a clear goal, and that goal is either marriage or have a really clear plan to end up together. So I didn't want the heartbreak. I didn't want to be attached to someone and then, oh, nothing happened after that, and then I'm here with all my emotions just there. So I wanted a clear plan, just to find someone to chat with and practice my English. Well, that didn't work out. Also, in the international dating website, there were loads of old men looking for young wives. So I thought, this is not going to work out. There is no hope here. I was close to just leave the website. But then I saw Mack's profile. His profile was very interesting. He put in his profile that he was looking for a wife, not an adventure. He also put that he loves Disney movies and he loved metal music, rock music, and his favorite book was the Bible. I thought that was really interesting, but I like it. I come from a Christian family, and as soon as my mom knew that he was Christian, she was all over the moon. She was really happy. When I pressed interested on Mack, I think it was around like 24 hours that you sent me a message. His message was clear to the point. Hi, I'm Polish. I live in the UK. I'm looking for a wife, not adventure, not even a girlfriend. Yeah, I like Disney movies, rock music. My favorite book is the Bible. I'm gonna be planting churches.
And we're never gonna have a lot of money.
Yeah. But because I like his smile. I like how straightforward he was. Yeah.
No,
and I found his profile interesting. I carried on chatting with him. Yeah, I didn't reject him, but I just thought, let's see where this is going.
Well, I knew where it was going. Here we are.
Well, I said, let's start as a friends first. Yeah.
I knew exactly what I'm looking for, and I knew why I'm there, and I was on the mission. You know? And within a few days, we moved to Facebook, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then I think a couple days later, I sent you the screenshot showing that I deleted my profile from that dating website and that I'm not interested in anybody else. I wanted to continue. I think this is pretty serious, pretty clear sign. And what's happened then? Within a week, we ended up on Skype video call. First video call.
Yeah.
How did it go?
But first, let me give you a little bit of background about Facebook. I still remember the sound of the Facebook notification. For me, I wasn't chatting with anyone in Facebook, but every time that I heard the sound, it was Mack. And I got excited about chatting with Mack. So I also remember about the good mornings and good night and messages.
Well, that was really hard because of the 6 hours difference and expectation that I would send these messages on time.
It wasn't expectations.
All
The
right.
thing is that I started sending you good morning messages, so it would be the first thing you would see once you open the phone. He didn't do it at first, but once he started doing it, I thought, I think he likes me. That was my signal. That was like the signal that you gave me. It was something so small, but once you started sending me messages of good morning, it made me think that you thought about me.
So my sending screenshot that I deleted my profile from the dating website wasn't clear enough.
It was clear that you were interested in me, but not that you like me.
Okay. As you see, I still don't understand what does it mean.
So how we moved to Skype, Mack said that he went on to do like Spanish classes because he was interested in learning Spanish. And for me, that was my opportunity. For me, it was, oh, I can teach you Spanish.
Well, wasn't this why you were there on the website in the first place?
Yeah.
So why was it your opportunity?
Because I liked you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was only like 30 minutes of Spanish, and then it moved on to other conversations. And yeah.
And I think it was by the end of week 2 or 3 that I proposed that we would read book together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you remember the title of the book?
The Marriage Book by Nick and Sila Lee.
Nikki and Silali, the amazing couple.
It was crazy.
It was fantastic. I would take the photographs of pages. I would send those photographs to Alison, and then we would meet on video call and we would read it together to one another, and then we had such a brilliant conversations, didn't we?
We did have really brilliant conversations.
I thought you were gonna say no, we didn't.
At first I thought, why am I reading the marriage book with a guy that I just met a few weeks ago? But yeah, we had really brilliant conversations. We tackled lots of strong topics or difficult conversations very early on. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that part.
And then we read 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman and
The Meaning of Marriage
by
Timothy Keller.
Timothy Keller.
But it wasn't all so intense.
No, we also watched some TV series.
Yes, How I Met Your Mother. I still dislike the
last season. Oh my days.
I refused to watch the last season.
Me too.
After the wedding season, that was
well, we watched a little bit of it, but it was just so bad. So at some point we have decided that it's a relationship.
Yes. Mack put on Facebook that I was his girlfriend.
Ooh, you're blushing.
I am. We made it official on Facebook. And this is the way to do it, obviously.
Obviously. If it's not on Facebook, it's
a hard launch.
So at some point we have agreed that we are in a relationship. And I think what really helped us through reading of these books and lots of conversations we had, I think we have agreed from the very beginning that we're gonna base our relationship on our faith. And I think we've been in different places at the time of our faiths, but I would say that this has become a fundament from the very beginning. And mostly I am wrong and she is right. She's right again. But we have agreed that we're gonna look towards God when it comes to how to live out our relationship, how to respect one another, how to behave with one another. I think that so far it's working well. It's working well. So then 5 months later, I decided to fly to Colombia.
I was shocked.
Why were you shocked?
I was really excited because it was becoming real. It's not only deciding to fly, he got the tickets. You were planning to go to Colombia for 2 months. Then you were ready to leave UK and move to Colombia. And for me, it showed the commitment and I was excited. I was nervous. What happened if he wouldn't like me? So he was gonna come into my world, be in my family home, meet all my friends and family. It was a big deal. I even painted the whole house, every single corner. And I remember after painting, my nephew would come with crayons and just like do his art on the wall and I would paint again.
Oh, that was commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember getting on a plane and before this, the furthest I traveled was from Poland to England. And here I was flying to Bogota of all places. I remember flying to Colombia for the first time and I had no idea what I was doing. As I was flying, I thought, this is crazy. This is gonna be a story for one day. This is gonna end up in sermons or somewhere.
Or I'm gonna end up homeless if this doesn't work out.
Well, I did have a ticket on the way back, but I would not be able to rebook it really. So there was a chance for a month or 2 of being in a really foreign place. With my very poor Spanish, I must be honest.
Yeah. But then I saw him in the airport. I went to the airport with my mom and my sister, and it was the first time I introduced a boyfriend to my mom. So I was nervous about that as well. But they were all very welcoming. Yeah.
I think that the biggest surprise for me on the airport was how short you were.
Excuse me.
Well, I haven't seen you really outside of the screen. So it was I remember walking through the airport and wondering how high her face will be in a crowd of people who are waiting for other family and friends arriving.
He was closer to the floor.
This one was closer to the fraud than some others.
Yeah, and you had 3 gym bags with you.
3 gym bags, yes.
Normal people travel with suitcases.
But I didn't have many things in my life. I traveled with what I had. It's good that I didn't have Sainsbury bag.
Imagine.
I can. And I think that there is quite a couple lessons we have taken from this experience, and that we keep sharing with some friends when there is moment to share. I think for me the biggest one is being clear and serious and committed to plans really helps. I think that the Bible also teaches us that we need to be clear with one another. We need to commit to one another. I think looking back, it is a funny story, but it's also a good story, like good feels story. I have learned a lot from it, and a lot of our friends have learned something from this too. Some of them actually went on repeat some of the things we have done with online dating, and then
The marriage book.
the marriage book and 5 love languages. Obviously not everybody has to do it, but if you end up doing it, let us know. Or if your story is similar, if you would bring the marriage preparation book within the first 2-3 weeks of knowing someone online, drop the comment.
Yeah. And also I think it is important to know what you're doing with someone else's heart, with someone else's feelings, and know really what you want and be clear with what you want. In my case, I didn't know what I wanted, but I just went all in as well.
Yeah.
And if faith matters to you, don't leave it till last.
No, in fact, bring it up quickly.
Yeah.
And leave us in comments also what you'd like to hear in our next video.
Maybe it will be what happened to Mack in Colombia.
Ooh. Bye.
Bye.